What's up? Good morning, everybody. This is the live interview with Dog on Court TV this morning. This is going to be a replay of the live. We're just recording it here real quick this morning and then dropping the video for you. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And here we go.
Welcome back to Opening Statements. I'm Julie Grant. This morning, we are shining the spotlight on the search for missing teen Sebastian Rogers. In just a moment, we're going to be talking to Dog the Bounty Hunter, who is helping in Sebastian's search. He's helping Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, look for his missing son. And a little later in the show, I'm going to be speaking with Seth Rogers, who has not given up on finding his son.
He needs to call 911. And if somebody has him, you need to give him back. He's my son, and he doesn't belong to nobody, but damn it, he's mine.
Now, the teen with autism has been missing since February from the Hendersonville, Tennessee home that he shared with his mother and with his stepfather. I want to welcome in now our very special guest, Dwayne Chapman, a.k.a. Dog the Bounty Hunter, and he's also accompanied by his attorney, Bruce Castor. Good morning to you both. Dog, I want to begin with you, please. When you think about, all of the things that could have happened with Sebastian, I want to ask you, based on all of the facts and information that you know, what is your theory, the theory of the case that you have, and what is helping you and aiding in your pursuit of him?
Well, two questions. The theory is, my theory, the only theory that I have is he's missing. Whether he's still alive or not, that's not, I thought in the beginning that he might be alive, and the more tips we have, the more people, the more things we're figuring out, he might not be alive. So, it's not my theory of how I find people. Sometimes it's completely different than what I think. And the way we find him and help is someone, we know there's two people that were involved in his disappearance, but someone else has to know. And a $100,000 reward that's been put up is, $1/10,000,000. That's a lot of money. So we're waiting on we have 833 Tell Dog. My partner, Nick the Hat, has got his number out there. We're waiting for someone to call in on the tip line and give us a real live tip.
Doug, would you give us an update, please, on any good information that's come in so far? Has anything you've received in the way of tips been at all viable?
Well, my lawyer's giving me stink eye. I better watch my mouth because, allegedly, that's the word. Allegedly.
Sure.
Allegedly, it was people need to read the facts. How'd the boy get out the back? How come no one did anything? Why was the stepfather threatening people that were out looking for the boy? Volunteers were out there and he was threatening them. Is there a family tie between either side of the family, between sexual perversion really bad? I mean, there's a lot of things that the public can look at before, it goes to a jury. And all roads lead to Rome.
Doug, tell us about the roads that you've been walking along in your search. Would you kind of bring us into your world? What have you been doing on the ground there? Tell us a little bit about how your searching process goes, if you would, please.
Well, we don't have a crystal ball. I'm follow the words of Jesus. So, I can't look and say, Jesus, where is he? So the only roads to Rome are people that call in and leave tips. Someone else knows what happened. Absolutely. In a 10-year career, I've captured, or a 48-year career, I've captured more than 10,000 fugitives. And this is not my first rodeo looking for a lost child. We've been 100% successful in that. And the reason why is people need to call in and to tell us what's going on. We've got leads. A lot of leads are credible, and some leads are, dog, when are you going to get a show? We love you, dog. We love Francie. We love that. We love you too, but stay off the line. We need credible leads.
Absolutely. Well, you are beloved, dog. I know you don't need me to tell you that. And
Thank you.
believe me, everybody has the world of confidence in you. When we found out that you were joining the search, I was asking my power panel on the show, who are you going to bet on finding Sebastian, dog or the FBI? And everybody's saying you. Everybody wants to take that bet with you. And so tell us, does that put any pressure on you? Tell me, does it fuel your fire? What do you think when you hear so much confidence from the public in you and in the work that you do?
Well, that incites me. I get all excited because I am the greatest bounty hunter in the world. No one can ever catch over 10,000 fugitives. No one. FBI works Monday through Friday. The marshals are the only ones come close, and they got to have 12. I'm sorry, marshals, but they're the more it just gets us excited, gets us crazy. And I have a team. My Francie helps me. Many people help me. Nick the Hat, my team, and then I have one of the greatest lawyers in the world for this particular subject. I mean, this guy is like, it's just incredible. So anywhere you go, you must have a good lawyer in this business. So please, let's pass this on to him.
Isn't that the truth? Well, and Bruce, I'm not just saying this. I said to Dog when we were doing his mic check right before the show, what a fine lawyer he has in you. So I know legally he's in great hands. Bruce, anything that you would like to add? I know you're here primarily to accompany Dog with this appearance. Is there anything that you think that's important to note with respect to the search and Dog's involvement in leading the charge to help Seth Rogers find Sebastian?
Well, as a more than 3-decade law enforcement official myself in Pennsylvania, the former district attorney and former attorney general, I know what the local authorities must be feeling and the frustration they must be feeling. And I know from my own experience that sometimes you need to rely on people like Dog, experts that are willing to give their time and energy to come and assist law enforcement in doing their job. And, I'm stunned when I learned about the facts of this case that, the young boy has left the home of his mother and his stepfather, and they don't seem to be particularly broken up about that. I'm sure that is sticking in the minds of a lot of people who want to know what the answer to that is. I also was struck by the fact that the people doing the search, Dog, Nick the Hat, and some of the other people are facing death threats and other problems against their safety. And these are things that just can't happen. I mean, we need to encourage people when they put up money for reward to try to get people to call in. That's not any kind of impropriety. That's good citizenship. That's what we want to encourage. And people who do things to deter that are, in my judgment, not being good Americans. And we have very fine people, Dog and Nick and the whole crew are doing a tremendous job. And from where I sit, if it gets any worse, I'm going to recommend that they take legal action, because this is totally unreasonable. And law enforcement and the community working together will solve this crime.
Right. Oh, amen. Bruce, I am with you 100%. When you said death threats, right away, my jaw. Pennsylvania as a prosecutor, and anybody making those kind of threats should be held accountable legally. You are right. And the threats don't solve the problem, do they? All they do is take everybody a step back, the good people who are searching for this young boy. With respect to Sebastian, Doug, I want to ask you, realistically, how confident are you in being able to bring Sebastian home?
Well, again, in the very beginning, I thought he might still be with us. It seems like, Sebastian has to have medication for sleep and other things, okay? And we have checked everywhere if those prescriptions have been renewed. And so far, they have not. So again, everything is up in the air. You hope. I lost a little girl, Barbara Katie, and I, hope that she wasn't gone, and she was. So I don't. It is. Who knows? We all pray to God that he's, somewhere safe and we'll find him. But when someone gets on whatever it is, TV, internet, and everything, and says, "I guarantee you, Dog will never, never find Sebastian." So many series on A&E, CMT, WGN, my show. We never missed one guy. A couple have gotten away because they died. So never have we ever missed. And for someone to come on and say, "Dog will never, ever find him." Yeah, why? You're guilty. Why? Because you did something to him. Why? You again, allegedly is soon to become, with the jury of their peers, a conviction. And so I'm maybe more after that than I am anything else. We've got to find out who was involved in Sebastian's disappearance.
Preach, Dog, preach. And we are so sorry for the loss of your beautiful daughter, Barbara Katie. That is a pain that I think is unimaginable unless you've gone through it. And you certainly understand that enormous pain that comes with burying a child. And so our hearts go out to you for that, and continuing with your resilience in life and in your profession. And speaking of parenting, we're going to be welcoming in Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, in just a couple of moments. Dog is going to stay with us. Seth is going to be joining us. We're going to hit that break and be right back.
He decided that he wanted to step into a mound of what he thought was dirt, and it was fire ants. And since then, it's always been, he doesn't like to get his feet in the dirt. He likes to have his socks and shoes on.
Welcome back to Opening Statements. I'm Julie Grant. We're talking about what, if anything, can tip the scales of justice when it comes to finding missing teen Sebastian Rogers. Will somebody come forward with some new information? Will Dog the bounty hunter and his crew find some important clues? Still with me, Dwayne Chapman, a.k.a. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Want to welcome in also Seth Rogers' attorney, Tony Mathis, and we're working on getting Seth Rogers reconnected. Full disclosure, my friends, this is the world of live TV. We had Seth with us a moment ago, and his signal dropped out, so we're going to be welcoming Seth in as soon as we can. Dog, let's kind of pick up where we left off in the last segment. You and your attorney, Bruce Castor, were sharing how with the tip line, there are also some death threats that are coming in. And so we wanted to kind of clarify that, please. Are they coming in on the tip line, or are these death threats coming in other forms?
Really, I don't know. I mean, that's one thing my whole career people have threatened to kill and destroy and this, and I'm a this and I'm a that. So I really don't pay any attention to that unless they're within 100 yards. And then my wife, Francie, she's a dead shot. So, really, we don't care. Everywhere she goes, she packs a real gun everywhere. We're in Florida. We go to different states. That's a pistol packing mama. So, and there's more than 9 shots in her gun. So we don't worry about that, because God, I'm on a mission from God. And if someone takes me out, then the next breath I have will be in the arms of Jesus. So come on with it,
You're unafraid. I love it. Unafraid, and such a man of faith. That's really admirable, Dog. Tony Mathis, let me talk to you, please. As we're working to get your client, Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, all ready to join us, what do you think is important for everyone to know at this point in the search for Sebastian, Tony?
Julie, first off, let me correct you. I am his spokesperson. I'm certainly not an attorney.
Oh, we got some wrong information. I'm sorry. Thank you for that correction.
Dog, I hope you're doing okay today, brother.
Yes, sir, brother. Yeehaw.
We think that what's important right now is we're finally starting to get an enormous amount of horsepower in this case. When Dog and Nick came in, they came in with a team of social media people a team of investigators, a team of a legal team, and the case literally went nationwide overnight. So we're kind of getting reorganized. We're getting refocused. We're trying to get the people that want to be involved in this case refocused, where we've got one goal and one mission. And the truth is, you know, everybody involved in the search, we don't all have to like each other or get along, but as long as we've got a common goal, then I think with Dog leading the charge, we can win here.
Finding Sebastian, exactly, Tony. And we have Seth.
May I interrupt real quick?
Go ahead, Doug.
May I interrupt? So, brother, let's get down to the real nitty gritty and let's don't do the blame game. But who do you guys think was responsible for Sebastian's disappearance? Everybody was blaming it on his father in the beginning. Everybody thought he wasn't at work. He wasn't a real sheriff. And all that now has been proven. So what would you guys say without getting, sued? My lawyer will take care of you. I don't think that's a conflict of interest, but
and we have just a couple seconds left. Just cautioning you. Yeah, quickly, Tony.
Okay.
We're not going to make a statement on that.
Okay. And I think we have Seth's audio, I'm being told. We don't have a video signal, but Seth, if you're there, we have a couple of seconds. Where was your head this morning, Seth?
Just trying to mull over all the intelligence that has come in to try to find out if any of it's going to lead me to my son.
Right. Are you hopeful this morning, Seth?
I'm hopeful every morning.
That's the way to be.
I'm hopeful every night.
Anything you want to say to everyone who's searching and wants to find Sebastian and bring him home?
I appreciate everybody that's goal-oriented in finding my son. Sebastian is the only goal. Finding him is the only thing that matters.
That's right.
To me.
We are out of time. Thank you all. Let's bring Sebastian home.
Want to say thank you all so much for joining this premiere. This was live. We'll be recapping it here this morning in a little bit, but I wanted to drop that for you real quick just so you could check it out. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Please hit the like if you haven't yet, and if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Appreciate you, and we will see you in a little bit.